Oh, Beth, huge congratulations. Just try to put into words the emotions of being selected again.
um, it's been a fab roller coaster of 3 years following the Tokyo Games because they were the games that never were meant to happen. Paris was always the goal, so Tokyo was the hidden gem. And I've been saying going from unranked in Tokyo to get a silver to now going into Paris a world number one. It's got a bit of advantage to it, but not saying obviously world number one to go out and get the golds, but it's put me in good stead ready for the game, so I'm very excited.
How do you feel all the training, the hours upon hours of hard work, dedication, and commitment? This is what you've been striving for, but how are you feeling going into the games? Feeling in good shape?
Yeah, feeling ready. I think again honing in the training, definitely the past few months, and building some things into my game plan. I think all my strengths are at the strongest, and some of the weaknesses maybe, or some of the things that need a bit of work, have come up to a good standard level. So I think I can go out and give a fab performance in front of that crowd and my family.
It feels like only yesterday when we were talking about Tokyo, and as you said, it was never about going to Japan, and suddenly you booked your ticket, your plane ticket to go out to Tokyo and got silver, and it was such a meteoric rise. Has it been easier to be a little bit more composed and contained with the plan this time around, would you say?
I'd say yes, definitely. I think, like you say, because it was a meteoric rise and it was all just so new. The sport itself, even the technical and tactical aspects, sorry, and just the elocution of Taekwondo and the rules, what you do on a match day. It was all so new within those first 6 months. So I think definitely the last 3 years have been calmer in a sense. I've been able to find myself as an athlete, understand myself a bit more within the sport, and just go out and do what I can. Coming out with a world silver, a GP final goals, the accolades the past maybe 18 months have been amazing. So it's definitely a good run up towards Paris.
And it is an amazing story from starting from an in-sport event and suddenly finding yourself on this, journey with GB, Taekwondo. And what about the mental approach? Because you never fail to amaze me in terms of elite sport. Forget the physicality because you are one of the most feminine individuals I know, and I've seen you at events looking absolutely gorgeous in a dress, but when you get in that ring, boy, oh boy, there's aggression. But how do you cope with the mental aptitude of preparing yourself for this?
I think the mental aspect is probably my biggest strength. I wouldn't say I'm 100% physically the best in regards to Taekwondo skills. I'm not. I've still got things to learn every day, but my mental strength is what puts me in good stead towards competitions. I think someone once asked me, could I bottle my mental strength and give it to them? And if I could, I would happily share it piece by piece to any individual out there. But I think because I maybe take each day as it comes, try and stay focused on the present and not overthink too much about the future, because then that's where we can self-deprecate and then derail ourselves in regards to thought processes. So it's literally just trying to stay as calm and as in present as possible. And then going out on the day, I won't lie, I do get, the nervous butterflies in the stomach before a comp. You might have to nip the loo a bit much before you start on a fight, that kind of thing. Um, but it's taking those nerves and then driving it and honing it in on the day to do the best, and don't let thoughts overrule an automatic process, which is the kicking. So I do think it's one of my biggest strengths, and if I was happily bottle it, I would. But I think mental and physical is equally balanced for elite athletes, and unfortunately, if you haven't got it on the day, it can't, or it might not go your way. So I'm quite thankful that I am that kind of person.
You said, I've got no expectations. This is kind of, I've been given the golden ticket. I'm just going to grab that. Is it harder, the pressure, because you are world number one with that target on your back?
I'd say yes, there probably is more external pressure coming in, um, but it's how I deal with that external pressure, and I'd like to think I'm definitely keeping it at bay. keeping it at arm's length, basically. It might be coming in, but I'm not letting it hinder my internal kind of intrinsic drive. So like the family have been on the journey with me, and I know they are really striving for me to get gold. Obviously, being world number one, there's certain external organisations, media, who are Beth getting gold this time. And don't get me wrong, the Scouser, the fire in me is definitely aiming for the gold this time. But definitely there probably is, like I say, more pressure externally coming in, but I'm definitely not going to let it derail me coming towards the games. Or I never thought, come what, 3, 4 years ago when I started, that I'd ever represent my country in a sport. It's just amazing, like the making of the history in Tokyo, and maybe being in a Guinness World Record somewhere for that. That's an amazing thing in itself, and just the whole honour and the privilege to do such a thing, wear that kit and go out and, do your country proud and hopefully bring a medal, if not the best medal, which is the gold home, is just a fantastic thing to be able to say.
Well, we're so proud of you and your achievements, and we cannot wait to see you in action in Paris. From everyone at Disability Sport Wales, we wish you all the best. Go get it, girl.
Thank you.